los artistas, las noticias, tendencias y más. Aquí en Urbano Hub, lo más buscado.
Colombiano, what's up?
Aquí en el patio, hanging out.
Man, that's a beautiful part. I don't know. I'm in Miami too. I don't know how you got the sky bright right now. My sky is dark. I don't know how you got the sky light.
We up north.
Up north is bright still? Man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
está corrigiendo. Yeah, we got like 5 more minutes.
Tony,
my brother. That's my brother.
Tony's a beautiful guy.
We have a good friend in common.
Man, he always.
We got a lot of friends in common.
He always takes care of us.
We got a lot of friends. Yes, he does. That's my boy.
Alex, let me ask you a question, man. I was thinking, right? You have the biggest birthday party of anybody. No, en serio. Nadie tiene un cumpleaños más grande que tú. Tú tienes Madison Square Garden y próxima día Miami Arena.
And let me, you've been a part of a few of them, so thank you. And you see how the show is. It's a great vibe. It's all about, you know, coming out and supporting and having a good time. And every artist goes up there and tries to outdo themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful, beautiful experience. And we've been doing it since 2011, man.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you behind the scenes to the people. Si tú le prometes a Alex Sensation que tú vas a cantar en la cumpleaños de él, él tiene gente en avión, el mismo avión que tú entras, él tiene los gente ahí metidos con ellos, este güey. Alex dijo, déjalo bolsa.
You know, one time, I'm gonna tell you what happened one time. People don't know this, right?
I swear to God.
There's this one. I'm not gonna say the artist because I don't want to, say names. But there was one time an artist was coming to the concert, and when he was coming into the country, they stopped him in immigration. They were giving him a hard time. So the manager texts me like, "Yo, Alex, we're here, and I don't know if they're gonna let us in the country." And I'm like, "What? Wait a minute." Got on my phone. Have a few friends out there, you know, boom, 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 boom. Hey, my boy's stuck in there. You know, he's an artist. Try to go get him. They got him out in 10 minutes, man. They weren't gonna let him in.
Yeah,
they
Alex,
weren't gonna
you
let.
Got juice, Alex. You got.
No,
juice.
you
got juice.
You got juice.
No, you got juice. Yeah, Alex. Let me tell you something. I fly in, and forget Tony. He's all on my ass. Talk about Alex. But the minute I land, there's some guys, complete strangers, waiting there when my plane landed. They're like, "Yo, Alex said, don't worry about the bags. We'll get the bags. What your bags look like? Get to the fucking arena, the Miami Airlines arena." And I go there, Mark Anthony, Bad Bunny, Trey Bowler. It's like,
it was everybody.
Yo, that's a lot of love, Alex.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, yeah, man. And you know, this year was supposed to be, you know, we were gonna take those shows to different cities. We were going, you know, aside from New York and Miami, we were gonna do LA, we'll do Puerto Rico, we're gonna try to do Chicago. So, you know, but we have everything on pause now. But, you know, that's in the works to take that show to different parts of the country.
I mean, you know, shout out my family, my Market American family, Andrew Weissman and all that. But I got a mentor, his name is J.R. Ridinger. And J.R. Ridinger, he tells me, never leave no money on the table. Take it all.
Mm-hmm.
And once you figure that out, you already got New York and Miami clicking back to back like nothing. That's what y'all want. That's not even a problem no more. Why not take it to L.A., Chicago, Puerto Rico, everywhere else? I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And you're leaving money on the table. You might as well do it.
Yeah, you know, music keeps growing, man. And, you know, thank God this whole movement has been doing great, you know, since the last, 5 years. It really went worldwide. So it's given us an opportunity to also, take advantage and get, you know, new fans that we didn't have before. And now with the whole Instagram lives, you know, that's helped me out a lot too, because after this whole pandemic started and we started doing these IG lives and people started seeing what you do, you know, behind those turntables. A lot of people don't get to see you in a club. A lot of people don't come to New York to a concert or Miami. They're like, oh man, these guys are for real, man. These guys, you know, really put on a show. So that helps us out as well, you know.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful because we've been stuck home. So I had no choice but to turn on the IG live and say, yo, the big, el show grande, la más grande de Don Francisco, papito, el show del Gordo Fat Joe, grande, 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 grande. You know how Camilo goes, Dominican.
Joe, man, you know, we got a lot of love for you. We got a lot of love and respect for you, of course, your family as well, you know.
Thank you, my brother. Let me ask you something, Alex. When did you decide that you want to go from DJ to artist?
Well, you know, a few years ago, people was like, man, there's a lot of Latin DJs, but none of them are doing, you know, music, like, you know, actually doing music. You should take advantage of that because you have a lot of friends in the music industry. You've put on a lot of artists. So why don't you, you know, produce some music like the DJ Khaled's of the world, like, you know, the Calvin Harris, for example, you know what I mean? So I was like, man, that's a good idea. Let me start doing music and let me start, you know, producing and stuff like that. But it took me like a couple of years to really like learn and get all the logistics of how to do it. Because I just didn't want to just come out with something crazy. And it's been doing well, you know, and now I'm focusing a lot on artist development, on helping out these new cats that are coming out. And hey, the more the better. You know, just make sure you guys are popping off in the streets, do your work in the streets, make sure you got your fan base going. So, you know, you got all these.
So you actually signing artists like an executive, or just
you know, and I help them. I help them out. I try not to get too involved with their careers as far as like, you know, getting with management and nothing like that. But I try to help them. When I see there's a good talent and they're on the come up, I just come in behind them and give them that last push that they need.
I'm the same way. Shout out mi hermanito in Colombia, Pereira, Luis Miguel. Luis Miguel is on the check-in. What part of Colombia are you from, Alex?
Well, you know, my family, my mom's from Pereira. My dad's from Armenia. I was born in Bogota. And then when I was about 6 years old, my parents moved to Jersey. Man, and then I've been in Jersey ever since.
I'm so bored in the crib. I just went back to Pablo Escobar, El Patrón del Mal, the original one from Univision. Like,
you went to the original one.
That's the best one. The Narcos one ain't the best one. The best one is the original, El Patrón del Mal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wife is from Pereira or Medellín?
She's from Pereira.
From Pereira, yeah, that's right.
My whole family. Saludo a mi familia de Pereira. Yo sé que los Jimenez están in the check-in.
One of the things we got to do once this whole thing is over is we got to go to Pereira and do a big party in a finca over there.
I'm not going to lie to you. The other night, I was talking to Khaled for like an hour or two. And I swear to God, he told me, yo, Joe, when this is over, I want to go to Colombia. Yes. I want to go. He was like, we got to go everywhere. But he mentioned Colombia.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I want to go to Colombia. Let's go.
He's going to get a lot of love there. Medellín, Cali, Bogota, Pereira, Cartagena, Barranquilla. He's got to go to all the cities.
It's crazy because when I'm explaining my daughter to you, I'm telling her, yo, he's the DJ Khaled of Latinos.
No.
Alex just say shit. Yo, I'm telling you. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
Plata, increíble, bro. Trust me.
Thank you.
The DJ Khaled of Latino. Hey, yo, I got to take you to his house one day. So you like, God damn. Like,
yeah. No, he's a beautiful guy. We met a few times outside Live. We met a few times.
Yeah, man.
We were going in through the back door. Cool guy.
Great guy.
Respect.
Great guy. And out of Colombia, other than J Balvin, is there new artists in Colombia that's emerging from out there?
Well, yeah. There's a lot of talent coming out of all over Latin America, bro. They're coming out like left and right. The hardest part is just really I like to meet artists in person to see first how they are as a person. You know what I mean? Because a lot of artists that are just starting, they're doing it for the wrong reasons. And if I can like talk to them a little bit and get in their brain and tell them, listen, show business is like this. What are you doing this for? A lot of them first, they're like, oh no, you know, I want the fame, I want the money, I want the notoriety. And then I tell them, listen, man, that right there is a setup for fail right away. You first got to do it because you love the craft. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. And secondly, you know, when they say like, you know, I want to help out my family, I want to, you know, become a professional. So I try to like, you know, get these artists first and meet them to see what's in their brain, to see what type of endurance they have. Because this is a job that's not for a couple of years. If you really want to do it, you got to sacrifice a lot. You know that. You know that. You got to put up minimum 15 years of work before you can say, you know, I made it.
Oh, no, that's a fact. And at that point, you know, you're as good as your last hit. So, yeah. You know, if you're trying to play the game like me, you know, where I'm after longevity, I'm after legacy. Mm-hmm. So I continue to drop albums and singles and just because, you know, money runs out. So we can't live off of being back money. Of course. Or what's love money.
And be an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur, you know, start, you know, businesses, get with big brands, you know, it all links together, you know, just keep that music platform.
1 second, Alex. Mucho saludo a Riquinho de Angola, Africa. Riquinho from Angola, Africa, Casablanca. Número 1 African promoter, Riquinho de Angola.
When you going to take me out there, man? You always be traveling all over the place. You don't take me out. You don't take me nowhere.
Let me tell you something. We got something in common. Me and you, we love Dubai.
We do love
Every Dubai. Time it's like this. I'm coming, you going, you coming, I'm going. I'm like, shit. I'm on the plane, I see a picture, Alex Sensation, Dubai. I'm like, God damn. Every time we miss each other, but you love Dubai, huh?
I do love going there, man. I think it's like a Vegas, but it's just so, you know, I don't know, how can I say it? It's a different world. It's a different mentality over there.
It's nice,
and I feel really safe.
Beautiful.
You know? I like going to a place where I don't always have to be like looking behind my shoulder or, you know, that I want.
There you free.
No crime. Somebody touches you, you know what happens.
Yeah,
so, plus you got the beach.
Yeah, I asked Snoop Dogg, tell me the only place you didn't smoke weed. And he says,
Dubai.
He says, Dubai, man, I couldn't smoke no weed in that motherfucker.
No,
you can't. I went and did a concert, jumped on the plane, got out of there because he couldn't smoke his weed.
You know, I got a few artist friends that don't like to go there because of that. They're like, man, I went, and after the third day, I had to leave because I can't.
Shout out Rasha Belhassid from Dubai. Salam alaikum,
That's
my brother.
Oh, by the way, you know, after you made that introduction, he's a great guy. We became good friends, and that zoo he got over there is crazy.
You went to the zoo in the house.
I went to the zoo. I was everything. Like, he's got tigers in his living room. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I got to go back to New York and work harder.
Tigers, they walk around with tigers like they dogs, like, you know, nothing walking through the. It's amazing. In
the living room, you remember the living room. The living room, you have all the windows with the different, you know, displays, and it's like a white tiger, Bengal tigers here. He had all exotic tigers. I got to go back to New York and work hard.
So, mi gente, cuando tú vas para Dubai, nosotros tenemos un amigo, yo y Alex, que tiene un zoológico en la casa. Y cuando tú comas comida, si tú miras para adelante, son tigres blancos. Si miras para allá, son leones. Si miras para allá, son elefantes.
That's crazy. Insane.
Crazy, huh?
Insane.
Man, that's crazy.
And
what you working on now? So, like, since you've been home, like, what have you been planning for the future, or you just been staying home?
Well, I wanted to, you know, when you take a vacation, like, let's say this is very good for me in the sense of vacation. I take a week off, and go back to work, and I barely get time to really spend quality time at home with the family. So these 2 months at home has been all about, you know, being with the family, doing things that we haven't done in years, like, you know, play games, play Monopoly, cook together. You know, we really spend a lot of time, and I think I really needed that. Now I feel like a brand new man, like I'm ready to go out there and conquer the world again, you know?
You know why? Because people don't understand that our life is a hustle. Although
yeah, every day, man.
We make it look easy. We make it look like it ain't no thing, and we live a nice life, and we got que mucho Bentley, but hay que trabajar para eso. Es un lucha. Hay que luchar. Es un hustle.
And especially
now
that.
Finally, 25 años yo no me he quedado en la casa.
Exactly.
A 25 años. So ahora yo estoy aquí para 2 meses, ahí con la familia, viendo el patrón del mal, Pablo, para la 50 vez. Yo.
But man, it's gonna be, you know, what I'm like waiting for is to see what's gonna happen when they are like, you know, okay guys, you can go back to work, or
okay, I'm sorry, Alex. They had it paused. This is the weather, you know?
oh, it paused. Mine's paused or yours?
Yours paused. Who cares? We back.
We back? So what I want to do is, you know, get back to work and try to, you know, fulfill the goals that I have, and just, I don't know, man, it's gonna be a unique experience trying to adapt to the new world, to the new, you know, this new world we're living in right now.
I don't know, you know, I love. I haven't let nobody in my house. We ain't been out almost 3 months. The only place I go is the supermarket like once a month and come back. But, you know, I love massages. And I want to let the lady in who gives me massages. But I think I got to buy like the space suit with the glasses, with the gloves. Like, you know, shout out to Tony from the car. Yo, we already talked about
Tony!
Yo, Tony's on the check-in. Yo, Tony, we talked about you. 1,000,000%.
We already talked about Tony.
Me and Alex, we in debt to you. We love you.
Send me that plate. Send me that plate.
Send him the plate for the drop top, Tony.
Send me the plate.
Tony's my brother.
Joe, you know,
Tony's my brother. I bought a Range Rover from Tony, and I couldn't get it because of the Corona thing. Before the Corona thing, he finally opened up the dealership today.
You see me? ¿Se ve? ¿Se te cortó?
Yeah, I see you perfect.
Oh, all right. Sorry, my bad. This thing. So I was gonna tell you, you know, in New York, we're used to saying hi to everybody and, you know, hugging everybody. And you know, when we say hello to Latinos, we're like, "What's up?" like this, and then we hug again, and then we go like that. And we touch the face, and then we kiss the cheek. I'm like, how are we gonna do this now, man? How are we gonna go back to normal?
I'm scared, man, because you know, Miami. They you know, Miami, they starting to open up again, and they said that Prime 112, one of my favorite restaurants, they're gonna open in the street. They're gonna close down the street so you can eat in the street still. It's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we gonna do it. You Alex Sensation. How you gonna be in the street? It ain't the same thing no more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I love going to restaurants. I love talking to people when I see them in the street. You know, and yo, don't get close to me. Hey, you know, distance. You know, I don't know.
Yo, I want to tell you a story.
I haven't adapted to it yet.
Let me tell you a story. You know,
Está cortando.
Polito Vega.
It's cutting again. Hold on. You hear me now? ¿Me oye? Compa, ¿cuál se está frizando? ¿El mío o el de él?
I'm asking you, yo, Alex. You know Polito Vega?
Of course. That's the king of radio.
That's the king of radio. That's my man. Let me tell you. One day I'm coming from New York to Fort Lauderdale. I'm on a plane. One of my friends is on the other side, first class, like row 1, and I'm on this side. So I'm sitting next to Polito. I said, Polito, hazme un favor, puede cambiar con mi hermano para que yo pueda viajar con él. He said, no problem, Fat Joe. So he goes sit over there. Over there, there's a lady with a baby. Un mujer con un bebé. So él sentó ahí. En el vuelo, Polito me hizo el favor. El baby le metió un pescosa, pero boom, en la cara a Polito. I'm like, oh, shit. Yo, so, in English, Polito Vega's a living legend in music. So I was on a flight coming to Florida, and he was sitting next to me, and one of my mans was sitting first class. I asked him, could he switch? He said, no problem. When he switched, he sat next to a lady with a baby. Halfway during the flight, the baby's only a baby. I'm talking about 9 months old. The baby smacked the shit out of Polito Vega. Bah, the whole cheek off. So I'm like, oh, shit, right? So he don't say nothing. He's like, you know, it's a baby, this, that. 20 minutes later, bah, the baby smacks him again. Otra vez lo metió un bofetón. Bah,
No.
la cara, Polito estaba boom.
No.
Yo, listen. Como 5 veces, like 5 times. This
No.
happened. The plane lands safe, thank God. El avión se va para la piso. Polito está saliendo como corriendo. Se para y me mira y me dice, Fat Joe, tú me lo debas. Tú me lo debas.
You owe me. Damn. That's the word, man. That
Yo,
is
Alex, the plane lands safe. Polito is running out of that motherfucker. The baby hit him like 5 times in the thing. He turned around and said, Fat Joe, you owe me one. Nah, yo, living legend. Yo, I couldn't
Living legend, man.
that shit, man.
You know, he did.
No more.
Polito did 50 years of radio in New York. 50 years. So a lot of people don't know about his story, his legacy. And I'm one of those last guys that came into radio, and he was one of my, teachers. He taught me a lot of radio and broadcasting. So, man, I was like, man, you were there when FMs came in. You were there when the whole salsa movement came in. He was one of those behind the whole salsa movement. I was like, man, that's incredible. His legacy, he's a legend, man. He's definitely going to be the king of radio forever. One time before he retired, he was like, listen, I'm going to pass the crown to you and make you the king of radio. And I said, no, sir. I said, you're the king of radio for life.
That's beautiful. Let me ask you a question. Do you think salsa will ever make a comeback like reggaeton is with, like, will salsa come back?
Well, salsa's never, it's never left. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
what I can say, look, with our music, like tropical music as a whole, it's always going to stay there because it's part of our DNA. It's part of our roots. It's always going to stay there. Urban music.
It's like, I
know what you're saying.
Question.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I think there's going to be an artist or some artists that are going to be able to record salsa, and they are doing it already. Some of these urban artists, and they're going to record salsa with their new sounds and their new, I guess, fusions. But just to say that only that genre is going to be the one that's going to come back now. I think all the artists, the urban artists, are going to be recording, and they're doing it already. They're going to be recording different types of tropical music with their own fusions. But it's just, now we get to do everything. Now you can't just do salsa. Now you can't just do this. Now you got to do everything, man. You got to be able to be,
because you know Bad Bunny did that last time.
He did a song with Victor Manuel.
And the album came out crazy. So I'm thinking there could be a Bad Bunny or one of them to make a salsa album, 2021, and might bring the whole genre back. No, they all, like, for Bad Bunny did a song with Victor Manuel. I think that they just got to record, maybe do a little bit more participation, the new generation of artists. And
but it's always going to be part of the culture, man. No matter what, you know, tropical music is always going to be part of the culture.
To me, it's one of the most beautiful musics ever in history. You see, I got Lavo with me right here. See, I got Hector with me.
I know.
You know,
that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, he's my favorite salsero of all time.
I always go to YouTube when I can, like on my time off. Now that I got a lot of time off, I go to YouTube and I look at those classic videos from when they were performing live, like Hector, you know, Ismael Rivera, Gran Combo, and I'm like, wow, these guys were amazing. Look at their performance, no effects, no nothing. I was like, this is incredible. Frankie Ruiz, that's one of my other favorites.
I love Frankie Ruiz. You know, I went to his funeral, Frankie Ruiz. Shout out to Frankie Ruiz Jr. I remember when he passed away, I went to his funeral. And I went to Tito Puentes, but I stood outside, you know. It was so crowded, I was just paid my respects from outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Celia too.
Celia, I didn't go to her. I met her before. She used to live in Jersey in Edgewater.
Yeah. She was real close to us over there.
I used to see her in the supermarket in Edgewater with her husband. You know, like normal, like regular. And it was so crazy. It's like Fat Joe escapes New York and comes and lives in Miami, and she escapes Miami and goes to New Jersey you know, because it's too much. You know what I mean? Over here, they probably wouldn't let her walk outside in Miami, you know?
Yeah. You know what's crazy about Celia? I remember about her, and I guess I learned this from her, and as far as show business is, she always had a smile, no matter what. Even if she was like upset or she felt bad, she always had a smile. And she told me one time backstage in one of the concerts, you know, I went to say hello and meet her for the first time, take a picture, and I asked her, you know, that question. I said, well, she was like, listen, you always got to smile. When you go out there and you're with the people and you got to give them that good energy. You can't show that you're sad or that you're mean or that you're upset. Always look, this is your presentation card. And that was her.
Who did that?
Every time you saw her. When you saw her and you saw her in the supermarket, you say, Celia, what did she do?
She's smiling. And you know, Tito Nieves taught me that. Tito Nieves is one of my mentors, and I used to hang out with him a lot when Jimmy had Jimmy's Bronx Cafe and all that. Oh. And Tito would be, but he met like a tough Fat Joe, you know, who just started rapping. So when I was younger, all the pictures you saw me, I'm like this. You know, I got a prop there. And he would tell me all the time, yo, smile, bro. Why you mad? You big, you making money. Yo, smile, smile. And now, as I got older and I start smiling, I always tell everybody, people be like, yo, are you going to smile for this picture, Josh? I'm going to give you that Tito Nieves smile, Bobby. Like, I'm going for president. You know, Tito will give you one of these.
Tito,
you know?
and I think Tito is personally on stage, he's probably top 5 on stage, man. He is a showman. If you ever seen Tito Nieves on a stage, man, you got to give it to that guy. You don't want to play after Tito Nieves. If you got a gig and you're going after Tito Nieves, you better be ready because he brings it.
You in trouble with Tito. Tito's a legend, bro. He's beyond a legend. And when I get with him, I start asking him questions about Hector Lavoie. He'd be like, yo, Hector's the man, bro. I'm telling you, he would love you, Joe. This, that. And I always ask him questions because all I got is what you saying, the videos on YouTube or the albums. And I got to imagine what it was like, you know, being there because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm my brother. Yo, Alex, man, thanks for showing up with us, man.
Thank you. My bro, thank you.
Nah, it's all love, brother.
Love you, bro.
I'll see you soon. Stay safe, all right?
We got a lot of things still left to do in this world, and I hope we get to do more collaboration.
Los artistas, las noticias, tendencias y más. Aquí en Urbano Hub. Lo más buscado.